Spirit wants you to know, your ancestors want you to know that things are being handled for you. Things are being made right for you. You do not need to address these issues any longer. You do not need to put your attention or your energy back into these situations. These things are going to be handled for you. Beautiful, vibrant souls, this is a message for the collective from Spirit. This is coming from your ancestors, from your people, from your guides. Who's looking down on you? Who's watching over you? We have this justice card. There is a restoration of balance occurring. You were sitting there feeling as though you had been taken advantage of, that you had been used, that you had been manipulated, you had been stolen from, you had been treated unfairly. They're going to get all of that. All of it's coming back to them. But what you're going to get, because you walked away, because you decided that you were going to let Spirit handle it for you, because you decided that you were going to take the high road, because you decided that you were better than this situation. You were not going to lower your vibration to deal with these people who lack dignity, who lack integrity. You were going to keep your honor. You are going to stay intentionally focused on what is right and what is good and what is meant for you. And so you walked away from that situation. Spirit just wants you to know, you can peek if you want to, but just know it's being handled. It's being handled in a better way than you could have ever done yourself. There is a level of justice occurring here. There is a karmic balance occurring here that it just feels profound. It feels as though this is one of those things that you couldn't have planned this. You couldn't have written a movie script about this. It's so rich. It's so rich. And what do you get in response? What does the Spirit align you with? That Four of Wands, closure. But even better than that, you're going to get what you deserve out of the situation. It's not coming from that party. You had to walk away from that situation. But Spirit, the universe is aligning you with the sense of justice and karmic balance to give you what you deserve. It's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to come from a surprising source. The situation, the job, the car, the apartment, you got turned down from one. The one you're getting is even better. You got turned away. Doors are opening in front of you. Everything is coming into perfect karmic alignment for you. All we ever really want is contentment. All we ever really want is peace. And there are times that we are driving ourselves forward and we reach this point where things get very quiet. There's this sense of quietness. There's this sense of feeling as though things are just not moving. But it doesn't feel like it's happening in a bad way. We just know that things aren't moving. The stillness is meant for you to gather your strength. The stillness is meant for you to process your emotions. The stillness is a place where you can catch up with yourself, where you meet your personal needs, where you do the things that you've been putting aside because you just haven't had time to address them, where you take that time to sit down with your family and love them and listen to them, where they listen to you, where they catch up on your life. These are these moments that we wait for, and we are out of breath, and we finally get there. We finally get there, and it's silent, and we just can rest for just a moment. Stillness is not a bad thing. This does not mean that things have stopped moving, that things are going to go the wrong way. This is an opportunity for you to prepare yourself. Now, Spirit wants you to know that there is something that we need to address. We need to address forgiveness. There's somebody that did you wrong. There's somebody that took you for granted. They just thought that you were always going to be the one to apologize and want their attention and want their time and keep going back and back and back and for more. And they didn't ever have to change because you were just going to always be that person. And they're right. You are a person of forgiveness because you understand that forgiveness is for you, not for them. And just because you forgive them doesn't mean that you forgot. It doesn't mean that you're going to change your boundaries. It doesn't mean that you're going to tolerate any of that again. You don't have to be in their space. Just because you forgive them doesn't mean that you're going back into that for more. You're forgiving them so that you can have that peace, so that you can enjoy that stillness. You were running for so long, and you finally found yourself at a place where you weren't being chased, where you were not being depleted constantly and consistently. And so you took that place and you're taking that breather and you're enjoying your life for just a moment. You're just catching your breath. And you forgive them because you don't want to carry that baggage anymore. You're not carrying that anymore with you. It's heavy, put it down. It's not yours. Forgive them because they didn't know any better. Because they might not never know any better. But they're also never going to meet another person like you. No one will ever fill that void. So you forgive them for yourself, for your own peace, not for them. Spirit is asking you now to take some time and visualize what paradise is to you, what that idyllic place is for you. Get really into the details. Think about it, write it down, draw a picture, paint it, visualize, daydream, do whatever it is that you need to do to create that existence that you would define as idyllic, as paradise, is exactly what it is that you're going towards. We're not talking about where you want to be at the end of the year. We're not talking about where you maybe even want to be at the end of 2 years. We're talking about where do you want to spend the rest of your days? How good is it? What does it feel like? How comfortable do you feel there? All the peace, surrounded in love. You have everything that you need and more. You have enough to give. There's nobody interrupting your peace. There's nobody trying to take that from you. In fact, they're not even welcome there. They know they're not even welcome there. They wouldn't dare interrupt your peace because you're at this place that is absolutely perfect. So define it for yourself. Get in really deep into that visualization and determine what that looks and feels like, because all of your intuition and all of your guides are working in your favor to get you to that destination. Now, some of it's not going to make sense. You're not going to understand some of those moments. In fact, some of the things that might occur to you might feel catastrophic in the moment. They might feel like everything's falling apart. Your job is to stay focused on your paradise, on your final outcome, on where it is that you want to be. And you just simply say, guides, I trust you, universe, I trust you, I trust myself, I trust my intuition, that whatever is happening to me right now, wherever I'm being guided, is where I need to be. It's putting in alignment everything that I have asked for. So while I don't understand why the situation is being taken away or why this is falling apart, I do trust the process. I trust my guides. I trust that that was a lesson, not a lifetime, and that's fine because I know what I deserve and I know what I want and where I'm headed. And it is going to be challenging at times to get to the bottom of those feelings and to root through those feelings, to process them, and then to walk away from them and say, okay, I accept what's next. Let's go. It is what it is. Things happen. I don't understand them. I'm not going to understand them because I can't see the whole puzzle. I'm only working on my corner. These pieces, they're showing up and I'm putting them in place as they get there, but I can't do the whole puzzle at the same time. I can only work on one little section at a time. So when I do that and when I trust the process and when I stay focused on that paradise that I desire, I know that my intuition guides me exactly where I need to be to put me in alignment with that. And I trust that process. I believe in you. I'm always grateful to be a part of your journey and thank you for being a part of mine. Many blessings to you.